Hey everyone, welcome back to Collecting Nolan. This is Russ, and it's that time of the week where we look at the top selling Nolan Ryan cards on eBay. So let's go ahead and get started. Honorable mentions. The first honorable mention is the 2023 Topps Definitive number DACRMA dual autograph number 2 out of 5 featuring Nolan Ryan and Greg Maddux in a PSA 10 for the card and 10 for the auto that supposedly sold for $2,999. I could not verify this sale nor the final agreed upon price, but I thought I would include it because it features two of the most dominant pitchers during their time. 2023 Topps Definitive Collection was distributed in 8-card boxes for almost $2,000 a pop. Nolan Ryan has 9 cards in this set, all of which are autographs or autographed relic cards. The second honorable mention is the 2001 Rookies and Stars number GT-4 Great American Treasures material card in SGC Authentic that sold for $875. 2001 Leaf Rookies and Stars was a 300 card set that was divided into 2 groups. The first 100 card subset was veteran cards, while the second 2 100 card subsets were rookies. These cards are somewhat controversial because they used game-used memorabilia from monumental games in a player's history and cut them up into smaller pieces. Nolan has only 2 cards in this set. This one, which has a piece of baseball from Nolan's 7th no-hitter, and a second card that has jersey relics from Nolan Ryan, Ivan Rodriguez, and Juan Gonzalez. The third honorable mention is the 1990 Topps Venezuela sticker Grandes Ligas number 280 that sold for $688 after one bid. This Nolan is part of a 363 card set that uses the 1990 Topps design but replaces the tops on the front with a number. These cards were originally supposed to be pasted into albums. I've seen this card pop up a few times on eBay, but they are pretty rare and pretty expensive, even if they are in poor condition. Number 10 is the 1991 Topps Tiffany number 1 in a PSA Gem Mint 10 that sold for $1,178 after 13 bids. There are 32 PSA 10 copies of this card in the PSA database and only 265 total cards of this card graded for a Gem Mint rate of around 12%. The most recent sale of this card occurred back in July of this year on eBay for $2,500. I think this one and the 1989 Topps Tiffany are the only 2 Tiffany cards missing from my collection. Number 9 is the 2013 Topps Buyback 1993 Finest Nolan Ryan autograph 1 of 5 that sold for $1,500. Oh man, look at this stunner. This card belongs in the Shane Shoebox Legends collection. A buyback of a legendary card such as this with a Nolan signature on it, that is sick. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this seller is also one of the founders of the Nolan Ryan Collectors Corner group on Facebook. His collection is nothing short of spectacular. As a matter of fact, I don't even have the words to describe this guy's collection. He has some of the best and most extensive autograph collections I have ever seen. So check this guy's eBay store out. Number 8 is the 1975 Topps number 500 in a PSA 8.5 that sold for $1,590. Check out this beautiful card. This card is almost perfectly centered, which is hard to come by in a 75. The corners and edges look pretty sharp, and there are no printing defects that I can see on the front of this card, which is almost impossible to get as well. Fish eye print defects within the sky background and along the borders are often seen in this card. There are 52 8.5 copies of this card out there, and only 92 cards graded higher, including 3 PSA 10s. Another PSA 8.5 of this card sold back in July of this year for $1,933 on eBay. Number 7 is the 1985 Leaf number 216 in a PSA 10 that reportedly sold for $1,655. I couldn't verify this sale on 130 Point, but eBay says that it sold after 27 bids. Out of the 460 total graded copies of this card, 55 of them are PSA 10s. A similar card sold back in August of this year for $1,051. I think it's incredible that cards from my childhood are going for this much money, but I guess this shows the power of a PSA 10 Nolan Ryan. Number 6 is the 1979 Hostess hand cut number 101 in a PSA 10. Wow, look at this Hostess card, guys. I've never seen a PSA 10 before. These were found on the side of the Hostess cakes in a 3-card panel. You could cut them out, but the key to getting a PSA 10 is to cut outside the dotted line, so that all of the dots must be intact on the card to even have a chance. This cut job looks pretty good. There are only 87 graded copies of this card and only 5 PSA 10s. I could find no recent sales of a PSA 10 for comparison.
Number 5
is the 2022 Topps Diamond Icons number DPDARO Relic Auto Card in a PSA 8 for the card and 10 for the autograph that sold for $2,500. There are only 2 graded copies of this card, with 1 card graded higher. 2022 Topps Diamond Icons was distributed in 10 card boxes that contained 7 autographs, a relic, and 2 autographed relics. Nolan had 13 cards in this set, including a diamond relic that features a real diamond on the card that was serial numbered to 5 with a 1-of-1 gold parallel.
Number 4
is the 1968 Topps number 177 Jerry Koosman and Nolan Ryan rookie card in an SGC 7 that sold for $4,550. There are 6,801 graded Nolan Ryan rookies in the SGC database, and a 7 accounts for 242 of them. There are only 273 cards graded higher, including 2 SGC 10s and 4 SGC 9.5s. A previous SGC 7 sold on Fanatics Collect for $3,120 back in August of this year, but it did not have the NBA gold diamond indicator like this one does.
Number 3
is the 1972 Topps number 595 in a PSA 9 that reportedly sold for $4,581 after 30 bids. Ryan's first Angel card with Topps is coming in at number 3 this week, and it's a beauty. The centering on this card is just about perfect, and the colors are very crisp. Of the 7,719 graded copies of this card, there are only 195 PSA 9s, accounting for 2.5% of the graded population. There are only 9 Gem Mint 10 copies of this card out there. Another PSA 9 copy of this card sold this week for $3,900. 2 more sold for $4,800 and $4,850 on eBay last month.
Number 2
is the 1968 Topps Milton Bradley number 177 Jerry Koosman and Nolan Ryan rookie card that sold for $6,588 on Greg Morris cards after 54 bids. The Milton Bradley rookie has been getting a lot of attention lately on this channel, and I believe this is the highest graded copy on here yet. Out of 832 total Milton Bradleys graded, 45 or 5.4% are PSA 7s. There are 52 cards graded higher, including 6 PSA 9s. There are no PSA 10 copies of this card. The most recent previous sale of this card of this grade occurred in August of 2025 for $4,534. Before that, one sold in March of 2024 on Golden Auctions for $3,721.
And finally, number 1
is the 1969 Topps number 533 in a PSA 9 that sold for $13,359 after 59 bids. There are 130 PSA 9 copies of this card out there, with only 3 cards graded higher. Previous sales of a PSA 9 have ranged from $11,211.11 back in August of 2025 on eBay to $15,000 on Fanatics Collect in July of 2025. What a great card. And guys, that wraps it up for this week. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please let me know what you thought of all the sales, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you at the next one. Thanks. Bye.